Hello everyone, how have you all been? I know that the times have been a bit difficult. Staying home without meeting your friends, without coming to the campus, without being able to travel, without being able to connect to the rest of the world, it has been quite tough. And all of a sudden, there is this sudden change of online classes too, where you're expected to be regularly present in front of a screen and be doing assignments and trying to be watching all the videos and understanding the concepts. I know it's not as easy as it used to be back then in the days where real life classes were possible. I know that it has been troubling a lot of you, and most importantly, for around 2.5 months, you have been at home, unable to maintain physical contact with anybody, not being able to see your friends, not being able to spend a bit of time in the canteen and discuss your worries and concerns. So it is a difficult phase, and it is going to be this way for probably a bit more time. Let's hope that the COVID crisis passes very quickly and we are able to get back to all those privileges that we had earlier. So, for the time being, we teachers are also struggling. We are also finding it difficult to create content that would keep the students' interest, because when you have an option that you can just stand up and leave from in front of your computer screen and everything would still be the same. It's obviously quite possible that you would not want to spend your time in front of the screen all the time, and it is not as pleasing an experience also most of the time, because the classroom experience has been designed uh, to inculcate better social skills, better social interactivity, and better sharing of values and sharing cultures and differences. The classroom is not just a platform for learning, just like these online platforms are, but rather they are places where you connect and you understand people and you understand the society around. These online platforms, even though they have a lot of advanced possibilities incorporated in them, do have a lot of limitations. So, for the time being, we'll manage. So, we were discussing a poem, The View of a Pig, by Ted Hughes in the last class. So, I would not delve that deeply into the poem, but rather I would like to tell you that the mood of that poem is quite similar to what many of us could be going through right now. Now, are we all able to romanticize things and think about all amazing possibilities of life in such a context? When you're sitting at home unable to do the things that you love to do, and when you're like worried about the future of the planet, or when you're like worried whether all those things that you love to do, will you ever be able to do those things again? What is the kind of emotional state that it leads you into? It is going to be a bit tough, it is going to be slightly pessimistic. So, a similar kind of a mood can be seen in the poem also. Unlike the romantic poets like William Wordsworth or John Keats, the writer here does not romanticize or glorify the things around. He does not find emotional turbulence happening when he sees an object, or he does not find any emotional connection with whatever is in front of him, but rather he is very indifferent to everything around. He is quite pessimistic about everything around. There is no tenderness, or there is no lightheartedness throughout the poem. It's a very harsh and raw presentation of reality that is in there. Probably the kind of situation that we are going through also makes us think this way. We also cannot romanticize about things any longer, or we also cannot weave amazing pictures of dreams in the present context. But if you look at the poem itself, if you look at Ted Hughes himself, even though he wrote such a poem in that historical context, but he later on actually tried to write poems that were very positive, or which glorified the depth and possibilities of nature and the animal realm. So just like that, I also want to tell you, I know that this phase is quite difficult. I know that you're missing every single thing that you had earlier. I know that all these things that we're doing now, in a way, seems meaningless to you at times. But understand that this is the only way we have now, and we'll make the best of it. We teachers will try our best, and every teacher is trying their best to do something that they can, and I know that every student is also trying the best way they can. I know it's going to be difficult, but let's try. Let's give it a try. Let's try to do the best with whatever resources that we have, and let's try to feel positive, and let's try to believe that things will change and we'll have everything back. Till then, we'll just try to enjoy what we have and connect to the world in whatever way is possible. We have these technologies, we'll always be able to talk to our friends, connect to our friends, and see them even. So rely on all those technologies, and when some form of communication like touch, or some form of communication like physical presence is denied to you, try to find alternate ways of communication. Write letters to them, or you have all these technological resources there, use them and try to communicate whatever is in your heart to your dear ones. That's the only way in which you can feel emotionally secure at this kind of historical situation which we are going through. So stay positive and stay safe and stay healthy. And I think you can just read the poem now, The Death of a Pig, and you will understand what the poet meant, because a lot of the things that he means can actually be related to the kind of mental situation that many of us could be going through. But what I want you to always remember is that even though the poet wrote such a pessimistic poem, from the same poet later on, many amazing words which teem with positivity, which teem with possibilities, and which teem with grace came out. So every difficult phase will pass and a better tomorrow will come. Thank you.